Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing fine. Today we're going to talk about a topic that is pretty spicy, I have to say, and we're going to talk about the user interface of Hunt Showdown. Hunt Showdown shared a few progression posts, a few screenshots, and explained a little bit what they want to change in the near future about the user interface. And I would say we have a look at that. And I would say we start with the loadout screen. Now what I'm going to show you now is a little bit of a mix of the current loadout screens. And when we have a look at this one right here where you can see the loadouts, this is something that the whole new user interface has. Everything is bigger, needs more space, and at the same time you have less information on your screen, and there is overall a lot of space kinda unused, and on top of that you need more clicks, and clicks that can be kinda reduced. For example, this right here is the current loadout screen. You have like 3 or 4 that you can see. You cannot compare them. The list is kinda annoying and you don't see your currently equipped loadout. Now this right here is gonna be the new loadout screen. First things first, I absolutely love this. It's very close to the old stuff that we had actually. We already had the vertical list format because the horizontal one is kinda ass. You can now see 10 loadouts. Sorry, I'm getting a cold right now, so my voice is a little bit cracked here and there. So you have now this vertical list, you can see up to 10 loadouts, way better than before. You can see the custom loadout, you can see the loadout equipment that you will buy, and you can also see your current loadout. So way more information. It's still clear what you see, and I love this. Now I wanted to show you a comparison to the current user interface that we are using, but it's not really possible because, again, mentioned it already, at the top you can see now that there is a new tab called Loadout for quicker navigation, especially when you're in the lobby, which is, again, a big plus. Next, let's have a look at the team details. Okay, then I would say we start with the first impression. I like what I see. The first thing that pleases me is that I can see all teams on one screen. This is such a nice change, honestly. The next thing is they go here with a color approach, so they have gold that represents your actions, blue for your teammate actions, and red for the enemy actions. Easy to understand. I like this. What I'm not 100% certain how it will work with the timelines, because right now you have to click on something, it opens a timeline, and the timeline then showed how often did you get killed, how often did you kill them. And very often the timeline was buggy, and the moment you killed somebody, completely killed them, all the previous kills sometimes disappeared from this timeline. Which is, of course, kinda awkward. They wrote in their Reddit post and in their blog post, which I will link in the description and the pinned comment below, or just one of the two places, timelines for all teams will toggle open simultaneously, eliminating the need to manually activate them one by one. Okay, so we still have these timelines then. I hope they work. Back in the days, you hovered basically over the skull icon and it showed you the timestamps. Honestly, I like the timelines. What annoyed me the most about the team detail screen is, first of all, I could not see all the teams on one screen, and second, the timelines were drop-down menus and you couldn't open another drop-down menu before you closed the other one. And yeah, this is currently probably the main issue that I have with the user interface. Not the art style, not the direction everything went, although I like this right here way more that I'm gonna show you today. But there is still so much not working 6 months later. Okay, you change something in your loadout, your primary weapon suddenly doesn't have custom enemy anymore. You have 2 consumables in one slot, suddenly you can't properly equip anything anymore, and there's a 5th slot and whatnot. It's very weird. Okay, so the team detail is definitely a thumbs up from me. Let's go to the next one. Okay, post-mission summary. This is making me slightly hard, okay? If you joined Hunt Showdown with 2.0, you might not know what that actually is. So back in the days we had accolade cards, and they popped up and showed basically your performance. So you got a lot of kills, you got a golden PvP card, and it was just so stylish. It was just so cool. Let me see if I can find an old recording where this pops up. Love it. So fantastic. Absolutely loving that this is coming back. I mean, we only see a screenshot. I would again like to see an animation popping up and everything, like totally old school. No clue why that needed to go for the new user interface, but they listen to us apparently and they bring it back. Yes, I know. But Crytek isn't listening to us ever. Yeah, alright. So I hope it will actually start the summary of the match with this Acolyte cards. I can see at the top that it's actually the second tab. So I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe this is just nostalgia Mike talking here. But it might start with this summary screen. And then you can go to the Acolyte screen and the team details. Which would be kinda... No, I think I prefer the really old school experience. It just felt good, it looked nice. But let's see. Screenshots only right now. I hope we can see something animated very soon. But yeah, otherwise, I like how this looks. Some new icons. It's pretty fucking sweet. I can't believe that they actually brought this back, which is a good thing. Now, back in the days when you wanted to check the loadout from your team, you hit escape and then you could quickly see it and you moved on, right? Currently, you have to hit escape, then you have to go to, I think it's called My Team. It opens up, then you have to look at it, and then you have to close it again. This makes you very vulnerable because, well, it takes longer and you don't do anything in this time. Before you hit escape really quick, you see everything, close it again, nice, and you're good to go. On top of that, if I remember this correctly, the loadout actually updated. So what's happening right now is your teammates pick up something else and you check then the My Team screen, it's only showing the stuff that they loaded in. At least that's how it was with 2.0. I hope I'm not spreading misinformation here. And they actually fixed that, but I don't think they did. So I hope this will come back, that this is not just, well, showing their initial loadout that they joined with, that it's showing the current loadout that they have on the Hunter. That would be nice. Now the next thing, because I will definitely see this in the comment section. Mike, do you see the icons? There is Steam and there is console and apparently they can play together. Do we have cross-play very soon between PC and console? No. So they made already a statement to that because of course, well, Reddit was faster than me. And they said this is just a placeholder. They have currently no plans for cross-play. Which is kind of interesting because they say currently. Now let me do a quick story timing here. I think it would be freaking bad to mix PC and console and it should be avoided at all costs. Why? Because on average the console player will lose to the PC player. That's just how it is in a shooter. But the dog of my cousin is very good with a controller and he farms 6 stars. Yes. That there are freaks of natures out there and they perform better with a controller. That's exactly why I said the average console player against the average PC player. And I think not a lot of people will disagree with me that mouse and keyboard just has an advantage over controller. So you either give the console people what other games do, aim assist, and then the PC people will be like, oh my god, I have to play against console players and he only won because he had aim assist. So you can already see where this is going. Or you do something else to nerf PC or buff console with different matchmaking or whatnot. At the end of the day, you will always have people complain. Okay, so please, let's not do this. We have crossplay between PlayStation and Xbox, which is totally cool, but yeah, there we go. So please, no crossplay ever. Well, maybe with a super exception, the player numbers one day will be so low that you cannot get any full lobbies anymore, then it might be a different topic. But otherwise, no crossplay ever. None of this, we currently have no plans for this, because that gives them, you know, an excuse later. Please don't. Let's jump to the next one. Oh boy, this one. Equipment skin selection. Now, lots of people will be happy about this one, especially the people screaming at the top of their lungs, oh my god, this new user interface, it's trash, put it in the trash, we don't need this. Well, go back to the old user interface. And it's kind of what they did. Because you can now cycle through the skins with these arrow buttons here. You can go left, right, and then just equip the skin that you own. And I'm actually surprised that they did this. Because, and this is now me playing devil's advocate right now, me assuming a little bit. In the current user interface, you have to right click, skins, and then you see all the skins and you select them. And I think the idea behind this is that people also see the skins that you can buy and that you don't own yet. So every time you want to equip a skin, the game shows you, hey, keep in mind, there is more that you can buy. And that's not the case anymore with this feature here. So that's nice. I like it. Going back to the old user interface here. They also claim they will be working on improving the flow of equipment charms and equipment animations with more details to come later. Nice, but I like this. Only the owned skins can be toggled through here, so not like with the release of the user interface 2.0 where you suddenly bought skins on accident. Recruit 3 hunters. Okay. Why? In the F. This is basically a one-to-one copy from the old user interface, which is great. I never understood the change for the 2.0 interface where, oh yeah, here are the 3 hunters. I mean, this is how it looks right now. Here is one loadout. Now you have to remember this loadout, then you have to look at the other loadouts, and then you have to compare in your head, what? Right there. All loadouts displayed. Okay? You see all the traits, all the bars, and nice. This is how this is supposed to be. We had this already. So I am really proud actually of the Hunt Showdown team that they tried something new. Then they can understand and acknowledge that, hey, that didn't work out and people want the old stuff back, and they give us the old stuff back. Just in the, you know, new art style-ish. So, sweet. There's no more thing to say. If you like this too, don't forget to like and subscribe this video so this YouTuber can pay rent. Yeah, I hate this. But part of the job. I say it every time that the videos where I ask you guys, or, you know, to remind you guys to like the videos, these videos always do better. And for the people who are like, hey, you should just do this animation in the corner for the bell and the like and everything, I don't want this soulless stuff. I prefer this cringy bagging a little bit more over the automated zero effort thingy. Okay, so we have that. I would say we go to the next one. Okay, we're almost through, and there are a couple more bangers that I will talk about. This right here, honestly, is kind of... Let me read this to you, because when I explain this, it will probably take too long. PC players have often felt the Hunter detail screen was redundant, since they could interact with all widgets present directly from the previous screen. The primary concern was having to navigate to a separate screen for actions that felt too similar. Oh yeah. To address this, we are removing the distinction between the two screens, creating a more seamless experience. We aim to make Hunter details a focused view of the active roster while retaining access to your other Hunters. So we will have an integrated Hunter grid. When a Hunter is selected, the grid will now minimize to the bottom of the screen, allowing quick access to other Hunters without leaving the current view. I'm not 100% sure if I understand this correctly, because so I select the Hunter, the grid goes down and I see more, but when I want to select a different Hunter, I have to unselect the Hunter then, and so the grid pops back up, or how exactly is that supposed to work? So I'm not 100% sure. You can probably enlighten me in the comment section how you think how this will work. Two more things: streamlined transition. Hunter details will act as transition on screen, letting you maintain focus on your current Hunter while keeping other options easily accessible. Okay, that's fine. And then the next thing is the top navigation. The top navigation bar will now remain visible in Hunter details, providing direct access to other keys, screens like Loadouts, Lobby, and Store. Key screens. Store. Yeah, no, I do understand they have to make money, and people, well, a reminder that there is a store is not too bad, I guess. So, they also did a few visual improvements. So this is the old screen with the old lighting, and they will rework this with this lighting here, which I like. So the Hunter and the equipment that he's carrying is a little bit more, you know, more centered, more focused, and it's not just gray in gray. So that is really cool. The next thing is rarity colors are now more subtle, shown in the corners of items instead of dominating the background. This change ensures the items themselves have remained the primary focus while keeping the rarity indicators consistent with the UI's overall look. Back in the days, you had legendary or non-legendary, right? And now we have epic, we have rare, we have this and we have that. And I liked it back in the days when I equipped my hunter with full legendaries, it was one color. And now my hunter loadout sometimes looks like a Christmas tree. I'm just not a fan of that. I get it, they try to make some, oh guys, look, this is extra shiny, don't you want the extra shiny and not the not so shiny? I get it, it's most likely a marketing thing. The next thing though is, and I looked it up, and apparently I'm just stupid, no way they still didn't add an explanation what the legendaries, or the the rarity titles actually mean. So we have rare, we have epic, but what does this actually mean? I mean, there are a few tags, for example, they're event exclusive, they have their own tag, and then you have this, and I checked it. Apparently I'm too dumb to find this, but honestly, when a player is too dumb to find this, then either it's not in the game, still, or it's hidden in a way that you can't find it easily. So, I don't know. This whole rarity system, in my opinion, should just go. Should just go. Legendary, yes, no, the end. Then we also have a little bit of information here about the event screen, what they have planned for this. Direct access to rewards, clicking the Battle Pass tab, and the top navigation now takes you directly to the reward screen. Which is good, because whenever I click on the Battle Pass, dude, I'm just clicking on that to check my progress and the next reward. And that's it. We don't need extra menus there. Integrated event details, other event-related screens such as event details will now be accessible directly from the reward screen. Good. Nice. And equip recruit items directly. Players can now equip unlocked equipment and skins as well as recruit hunters directly from the reward screen. Okay. Well, that's fancy. This eliminates the need to navigate to other screens to use newly unlocked equipment for hunters. Yeah, why not? I don't think this is super important, but it's a little improvement, I guess. Okay, we have a few more topics that I want to talk about, and this is the final banger for this video. Now, this doesn't really have anything to do with the user interface, but with lobby improvements. And I don't really need most of this, but I know that a lot of people were asking for this. Adding the ability for duos to matchmake a random third player. 7 years later. Retaining parties when switching game modes. Nice. Allowing any party member, not just the leader, to send invites. Yeah, within an arranged group, this is actually nice. Sometimes I play with people and I don't have them in my friends list, so either we disband the party and somebody else who has everybody on their friends list invites the others. So this is nice. Enabling PC players to invite 2 players at once. I did not expect that I would see the day where I could read this out loud. It's such a minor thing, but fuck yeah. Allowing party leadership to be transferred between members. Okay, this is kind of sad a little bit. Don't get me wrong, Crytek, I'm proud of you. You listened, you brought back some of the old stuff. There are still a few things that I don't agree with the rarity system, right? And this right here, 7 years later, 7 years later, there we go. I swear, I can talk a little bit of English. But I'm just happy that you guys did this. This is basic stuff in other games. And we kind of got used to it. But whenever I play any other game, I'm like, yeah, those are some basic features in other games, I guess. So I'm super proud of you guys that finally we have this in this game. Let me know what you think about the user interface and the lobby improvements in the comment section below. Always happy to read your comments. I read probably 90% of them. There are just too many. And with that, thank you for watching. Let's roll the outro. Boy, I am happy that I can make a user interface video where I'm not trashing on it and I'm actually praising. It's been a while. It's been a while, so I'm super happy about that. I'm also super happy about my patrons. What a surprise. Thank you very much for supporting me over on Patreon. You guys are simply mind-blowing. Thank you for watching. They didn't share with us when they will implement all of this, so I hope it's soon. And I mean real soon, not in 6 months. I see you in the next one. Until then, have a good day and bye bye.